Clash of Clans podcast, episode 72.
Skilly beep boop beep boop skilly boop.
Now we're back with the Clash of Clans, the fans, I'm happy to Boneyard, I'm Bob Bell's got him.
You know, 72 episodes later, and that's the first time you
Went to Spanish?
Yeah. Well, no, I think Uno. I think you've done Uno before.
I don't know.
Anyways,
Terrible
we're
intro.
back.
But you're totally killing it here. And we're back with the Clash of Clans podcast at all things ClashClans.com. We're here at WBSMT Radio Studio at the Casa de Boneyard. Talking about all things Clash. We've got some stuff to get into right now. This is the second episode we're recording today, so we've already got into the Bud Light and the Kraken and some good stuff.
And it's New Year's.
Hey, Happy New Year's to everybody. We're going to talk about some New Year's resolutions.
So what is...
On the agenda today, New Year's resolutions.
So last year, last episode I talked about
right, you got
champs. That was the one. And I think I said 200 in the world or something like that. I have a dream this year, a New Year's resolution, that we do another Clash of Clans podcast push, and we get into the top 100.
Oh?
Because last time we got to 278.
It's pretty good. So you get 50 people
we are
over...
already, and a lot of people are still in the family. I have a dream that this year, my New Year's resolution, is that the Clash of Clans podcast Push Clan gets into the top 100.
Okay, you got a whole year to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can really cherry pick a bunch of people from all the different families and all the different clans in the family and get it up there.
And I think there's a lot of us that just got to champs that had never been to champs before. And so you learn a lot along the way.
Yeah, right.
So, next time we push, we got to 278, 272. I can't remember. We're trying for the 200. I think the first push we do, I think we'll break the 200.
Yeah.
I think the next push we do...
Break 100. And then you got to break 10.
So that is my New Year's resolution.
Then you got to win the lottery, send money to your friends to beef up their shit, and then you can break top 10.
And I will also... My New Year's resolution is to max out my P.E.K.K.A. And guess what, everybody? It is coming up on the time where I'm about to max my P.E.K.K.A. So it'll probably be a few weeks. You'll hear a lot about it. But that just means P.E.K.K.A. level 6 is on its way.
Yeah, right. So if you guys want... Well, you know what? Here's the thing. Call into the show. Whatever troop...
No. This is the contest.
Oh.
Okay, wait. What were you
I was just going to say, whatever troop you want to see to get cheaper, tell Scotty to start it.
Yeah. Because I still have barbs, archers, giants to do.
Well, you still have barbs and archers?
Because I just upgraded to level 7.
Yeah, I got my barbs in. That was the first thing in. Right away, I'm getting that done.
Yeah, I haven't had elixir for that.
Wow.
That
shit. Eat a dick.
All right.
Bullshit.
So on Twitter, there was a really good suggestion.
All right, contest. Let's talk about that. What do you got? On Twitter,
and then we'll get back to your New Year's resolutions to break 1,800.
Oh, I could do that.
Crystal 2.
I could do that tonight.
Crystal 3.
I could get
You should go for math. You should be able to hit champs. All right.
I really should.
You guys should take suggestions from listeners.
I don't even have all skull walls. I would have a hard time. I mean, I would get beat up probably.
Town Hall 3s can hit champ.
Well, then I could probably get close.
Yeah. At least 500 away.
How does that work?
Because you snipe, you do different things. I think it's a lot harder now since you update. Anyways.
Well,
Mikey,
I suppose a Town Hall 3 would get more trophies from those higher Town Halls? No, it doesn't work like that?
No.
Bullshit. Anyway.
But if you snipe and you stay on the line...
What the fuck are you talking about?
So here's a contest today. We've never had a contest before. We've wanted to. Supercell sent us some stuff. So we should probably give it away.
Right on.
All right. And I thought this was a really good first contest idea. Okay. It's from Mikey58 at 58Mikey on Twitter. You guys should take suggestions from listeners on new troop ideas and discuss the top 20 on a show and give a prize or two.
Okay. Remember we did the actors, or what was that?
We did the who would play
the different in the movie, in the Clash movie.
Yeah.
Who would play them? And we got some really good ones on that.
So maybe we should do two contests.
Well, no, we already did
but let's do this one.
Anyway, what do you got?
But nobody won that one. It was just send in your troop ID. It wasn't a contest.
Like 3 or 4 people did. All right, contest.
All right.
Go.
So let's discuss how we do this contest.
What is the contest? You haven't even got that far.
You guys should take suggestions from listeners on new troop ideas and discuss the top 20 on a show. So what it is think about the things that we talk about when we are going, okay, what will this new troop be? This new dark troop.
What do we want it to be? Right?
Yeah. So coming soon on this.
So we're going to have this contest that's going to last like 8 months because it's going to take so fucking long to get a new troop.
No. But they send in their troop ideas, and then we read them and say what their troop ideas are.
Yeah.
And then we pick the winner of the best troop idea.
Okay. I'm in. Let's do that.
Okay.
So we've got iPad covers, iPhone covers, Android covers.
No, not Android.
I don't know what you got anymore.
Well, it depends on. So there's a couple T-shirts. So we should save. We should save some.
A special limited edition, one of a kind, little bony barbarian head that I sewed together with my own personal blood and sweat and tears.
Yeah, that would be a really good.
I was going to send it to the lady.
So we should do
us stuff. Although we probably should still do that. So we should
do it.
No, we should do that so we can get some more free stuff.
We should do it so there's a first place, a second place, and a third place.
Okay.
Okay. And so everybody will get a prize.
We'll give away all of our loot in one contest?
No, not all of our loot, because then we can space it out.
Okay.
But the top prize, you get your first pick of a T-shirt, an iPad.
We still have T-shirts?
Yeah. An iPad or a iPhone cover, and then an iPad or an iPhone cover for the third prize. Or no, wait, maybe the Little Boney. The Little Boney is... Okay, Little Boney, a T-shirt, and iPad, iPhone cover.
I think we should send that Little Boney to what's her face over at Supercell so we can get some more.
I think the fans will like it better.
Yeah.
So
okay, well, we'll get some.
Let's
get some feedback about this contest from you guys.
All right. So what we want?
Do that. Okay, what we want is your best troop idea. New dark troop.
Is it a dark troop or is it a
new troop? Dark or not?
Okay.
Tell us what it is. A description, picture, what it does, air or ground or both, or heal or whatever it does.
You don't have to send a picture.
You don't have to, but just
describe it.
Description. What kind of? You don't have to give a number for hit points, but is it a tank or is it not? Is it fast? Is it slow? What kind of hit points does it give out versus what does it take? That kind of thing.
Do we also include new levels of troops in this contest?
What do you mean?
Well, we've talked about the level 5 and 6 dragon.
No. It's not. Oh, I think the best new troop would be a level 6 P.E.K.K.A. No. It's a brand new troop.
Okay,
brand new. Like the Pig Dog was brand new, and I was like, man, I love it. Brand new troop. What is it?
And what does it do?
How does it fight?
How much does it cost?
How cool could it be? How much does it cost to make? Where is it in the scheme of things?
Yeah.
And a troop, not a spell, not anything other. Not a new building.
But what about a spell? Trap. Why don't we do? You have to pick either a new elixir troop.
There's not 2 categories.
Well, let's look at what it says on the.
Because new spells, everybody needs a new dark spell, and dark spells takes up 2.
No, but it has to be existing.
No. The contest is best new troop contest. One contest.
I mean, you can't make up a dark elixir spell because it doesn't exist.
That's not a troop.
Well,
so you're out.
All right, so you want it to be just troops.
Unless you want to just tell us about it and it would sound cool. And
you want it to be just troops.
It can't be in the contest. Yeah.
Okay.
Best new troop.
They don't have a coming soon thing on these anymore.
I know. Because we got
if
Pig Dog.
If you look,
but there is a space left to make it an even.
Oh, wait, no, it does. There's still 4 more spots on the Dark Elixir troops.
Yeah.
There are none. Okay.
Yeah. Other barracks are full. But you can always tack on 2 and make it go left and right.
But the Spell Factory... No? Okay, so it can only be a Dark Troop because there's 4 more to come.
4 spots left, yeah.
Okay. So what would it be?
Troop, but you can... No, it doesn't have to be a Dark Troop. It can just a new troop.
No, that's the only troop, though,
That's the only space that they currently have.
So it can be an Elixir troop?
Yeah, why not? A new troop.
Well, that's what I was just saying. Should it be an Elixir troop
Just a new troop.
Okay.
Those are the rules.
So would it be Dark Elixir, That you have to include that.
Yeah, you have to say, is it a dark troop? Is it a regular troop? What does it do? Obviously, everybody's going to have dark troops. I go with the new dark troop because it's the only spots there are. But if you want to tackle about something else, I might still give you the fucking head prize if it's cool enough.
So no spells.
Talk about new spells if you want. There's not a prize for
But it's not in the contest.
Not in the contest. But yeah, good. Hey, we always talk about how it would be so awesome for dragons to land. Yeah, new things for troops to do.
Right.
Yeah, that's cool too. If you think of something that sounds awesome that we haven't talked about before, yeah, let us know.
Okay, so what
the contest is get some free shit. Tell me about your new troops,
and we'll discuss them. We'll discuss them. The top 20 that we get.
It'll probably be one entire episode. These new troops.
Okay.
Like the contest episode.
We'll talk all about it.
Yeah, who wins?
Okay. So to do that, email clashclanspodcast@gmail.com and put in new troop idea contest as a subject line.
All right.
That makes it easier when I'm doing shout outs and for us to put it all together. Okay.
Get a hold of us.
So
tell us your new troop. It's a contest.
Yeah.
It's electric.
It might get forgot on Twitter, so just email it.
Right.
I'm kind of excited to see. I have been thinking about
and if you put it on Twitter, somebody else might steal it.
Yeah.
So get it in an email and make it private.
That's very true.
Yeah. It's a contest. You want to win it.
I have been thinking about our dragon idea, about how it gets heavier.
Yeah.
And if you really think about it, it would work really well because as the more archers hit it, it gets heavier and heavier, and it crashes down to the ground.
Bunch of arrows stuck in it.
If you watch any movie, the dragon just doesn't die. It crashes into something, and it's still breathing and moving, writhing and moving around.
I think they should just land. A jump spell should make a dragon land.
You know what they could do to...
A jump spell makes a dragon land. And, you know what I mean?
Just smash into something.
Well, think of that. Think you got some dragons.
It would have to be a vortex spell.
You got some dragons and some golems and shit, and you got the golems jumping over, and the dragons just go... And the thing is, if a dragon... to offset how the awesomeness of it, it would be the dragon doesn't move from that spot. If a dragon lands, it is stationary.
Right.
It doesn't walk. It just lands, It just blows fire in a pretty big ring and kills everything in a ring.
But if you thought about it, even if the dragon didn't do damage once it hit the ground, it's kind of like the balloons when they finally started dropping.
Right, and they blow up.
Like the dragon could crash.
And be careen off and crash like on a
like a bomb.
Yeah, well, see,
it would go.
Here's the thing: the balloons blow up, the balloon blows up, and then the carriage falls, and it's full of bombs, so it explodes. Right? A dragon just blows up in midair.
Yeah, but that would not happen.
And it rains down some guts.
Yeah,
and that's why villagers are used to that shit. Why do you think they're running around cleaning everything all the time?
Clapping. Yeah. They're not cleaning. They're clapping
dirt off.
So I don't.
That's the contest. Get it into us.
But that's a new level.
What about your? What would be your prediction on the best new troop?
That would be giving it away.
I'm sure somebody. Well, I don't know if they will now, but the old Crocodile Dundee riding an alligator into war.
But that would be.
I do also like the. We've talked about this before. The kind of a rhinoceros where wherever you put him, it goes in a straight line
to the town hall.
Well, not necessarily the town hall, but it just goes straight through until it hits something, and until it stops. And if it kills everything all the way through, nothing hits it, it'll go out the other side into the woods and be gone.
But what would it have to hit to?
It's just a straight line. Like you can put it anywhere on the board.
So it'd only be stopped by walls.
It would only be stopped or
strong walls. That would actually be it'd be like a huge bomber. Where it's like boom, 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 and so your walls would make a difference.
Yeah, it's like a bomber that you can aim. That you aim him directly at whatever line. He's going to hit one bomb or one wall, and then the other wall, and then he's going to just keep going straight.
But then only the walls could stop him.
Yeah.
It'd incentivize getting stronger walls.
Yeah.
Because then he could go through too.
And then the troop that goes directly for a town hall, that's a great troop. Like, that's its target. It'd
have to be weak.
Medium. Because it's got to go a long way to get in there. So you have to, spend all of your work.
Yeah, but That's
backing it up. Yeah, you would have to be pretty weak.
so that way you had to have
Yeah.
cleared it before
Yeah.
it hit the I'm excited to hear what other people have.
Maybe
to
that
think.
would have to be like a really really expensive troop.
Takes up a lot of housing space.
A lot of housing space, but it's powerful. But it takes so that it was
or
like,
weak, or weak if you can build your army like
Yeah.
kind of like a go wee wee.
you have to
kinda.
build support for it.
Yeah, and attack a type of
It
base.
deals a lot of damage, but doesn't. Like you could like if you had a maxed out one, it could take a town hall out by itself within a minute.
Right.
Like that's a long time.
Well, I've seen the
one
little
out of
mini
three.
pig dog do that.
That's great. I love those things. Have you noticed they piss on you? Have we talked
Yes,
about this?
I
did
did.
talk about it last time.
They don't really pit. They more sprinkle.
Well, it's squirting out of their underbellies.
Yes.
It's not out of their mouths. They're pissing fire on your ass. It's pretty good.
Oh, and just remember the time you hated them so bad.
I did. They're still ugly. But they fucking work. I like them.
Yeah.
They're fun to play with.
So, what just happened in your war, Mr.
Oh,
Participation?
Yeah, me and Scotty, we just recorded an episode, took a break, and I come back and I turn it on, and honestly, what I did was I turned it on, I'm like, oh, somebody's attacking, and I watched it live, and when I was done watching it live, I clicked out of it, and then it went, war has ended. I missed one of Boneyard's attacks. I missed one of Player One's attack. Player One was only second attack was only, both attacks were only for loot. And Player One, I'm like, oh, there's $500,000. I can go in. I had a full army built, and I went outside to smoke, come back inside. I probably could have got on. Like I was watching a live attack by one of my guys against somebody else. I'm like, oh, good job. Oh, fuck! Like I totally forgot to war. Like what the shit?
You
Not
could
that I
have given me
forgot,
one
but I
of them.
missed it. You know what I mean?
You could have given me one of them too. Show you how it's done.
Yeah. Right. Show me how you guys lose.
No, we're doing actually really good right now. I can't even.
Let's segue into that. L's new attacking strategy. You guys have as a clan. Let's talk about clan attack
Okay.
strategies. You
First
guys have
of
a
all-
new one because you guys are starting to try to win again.
First of all, post push, and we kind of talked about this.
Can't hear that. This episode is now brought to you by Kraken Peppers, and they're fucking delicious. Let me tell you. This is just like really good.
All right. So
Your Boneyard's going to come home and be snoring ass. Ridiculous.
okay, I cannot pronounce the name of the clan we're fighting against.
What is it?
Vietnam One Long.
it's fucking Vietnamese. It looks like.
Yeah, they're a Vietnamese clan. We've been
What's
doing
the
really
score over
good.
there? 80-68.
We've
That's
got
pretty good.
3 hours left.
3 hours left. What's your 58-70? Oh,
No.
You guys have
58 to 41.
Oh, well,
58 out.
They got a lot of attacks left. They could catch up.
No, they couldn't. They boxed in their bottom people.
Oh, all right.
But
They're
here's
out.
the thing. So that was always the problem: is boxing in the lower people. What we thought about in war. You came over, and he's the leader of a different clan, but it was his second account, and we were talking about different war strategies and things like that. And it was about getting your attacks in, things we were having problems with ever since the push was over, because like a bunch of the top level people left.
Yeah, there was a big change up when they pushed, because I had a lot of my guys, a lot of Zod guys, they went, oh, we're going to go push. And they went over there and we're like, okay, we're kind of starting over.
Yeah.
And it was
Kinda
fine.
went to
It worked because we were like, okay, we got a bunch of new guys.
So we lost a bunch. They won a bunch while we were gone. Bazinga was leader, and Bazinga is now leader of L. So thank you.
He's running the show, all right.
Yeah, he's running the show. Snowtop joined the co-leader team, and Snowtop had an idea for because we've been missing so many low attacks in the wars, because we're always pushing ourselves. Right. Is on your first one, go crossing within 5.
Yeah.
On your second, drop 10 and within 5. And so...
That's just really specific, I guess.
No, but it
Because
works really well. And then the top... Because what happens then is... And then the bottom THs have to get their attacks in within the first 12 hours.
All right, what time is it?
1 hour later.
1 hour later since the last time you've heard this, which might have been weeks ago because Scotty is dumb about putting out these episodes. Or not. He's actually pretty good. Hey, I can't complain. I'm not the one doing it. I don't have, yeah. If it was up to me, this would all be in a box in the basement and it would be heard when I'm dead. So I would never... interweb?
What?
I would have to ask Google.
What is the interweb?
Publish my podcast. Like I'm asking it like it's a robot.
So what we've been doing then is to get those lower stars is saying, THs, you get...
Rick! Oh, there he is. Oh, he's on my bed.
So
He's not allowed to sleep in my bedroom. You're a good boy.
So what we've been doing is saying
Go down.
that you have to... The lower THs have to attack within the first 12 hours.
Yeah.
And so
12.
we switch up the strategy a little bit. You attack within 5
Sure.
of your number and across on your first, drop 10 and within 5 on your second. And so what happens is if the lower guys don't get in their attacks, then they'll get boxed in. But we had spent so much time waiting to see what would happen at the very end of a war, to adjust. And then that
Right.
way you have
Time
free
to adjust.
reign.
Yeah, right.
Where you can
Now,
come in
here's
and
the
go,
thing.
okay, here's
like this one. As far as our clan, what we do is clan war starts and the chat kind of blows up, and it's okay one at a time. Hey, I need some help. I'm going in here, or during prep day, a lot of the middle or higher town hall 8s and 9s are like, okay, we're going to talk to people. And like, oh, this is cool. And like, you have to kind of okay with your war before you go in. Like, at least like, hey, I'm going in here. I have a plan. This is it. Sounds good? Go for it. Or, hey, I have some questions. And prep day is like, hey, I've got some questions with this. What do you think I should do? So that war starts, that first hour is, there's, 20 attacks. Because people are ready to fucking do it. And this war was 7 in a row, 21 points. 7 3-stars immediately. Ding, 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 ding. And the guys down low are like, okay, I got some guys way at the bottom who are learning Luke Swagger Skywalker, Luke Swags Walker. He's like, okay, dude, listen, you are on, and he's young, but he's listens, asks, and then follows directions, and does a great job. Like, he's like, okay, I'm going to do exactly what you said, or I have an idea that I can do this. This is what I'm going to do. Good, go for it. He gets boxed in. you're the first guy that gets to go ahead and hit the town hall outside way at the top for loot. Nobody else gets to do that. You got to give me 3 stars first. You can't just, I'm going to go for loot because there's nothing to hit. No, you got to practice.
Yeah.
You got to try. Use a full army. And, people were just like, I'm just going to get for loot because I come in at the last, 4 hours and I don't have anything to hit. Well, you don't have anything to hit because you haven't been around. That's not cool. There's got to be around. So pretty much everybody is around at the beginning.
Only one out of our bottom 10 has one attack.
I think in the first, several hours, we knocked out all the Town Hall 7s and Town Hall 8s. And then people that didn't get around were like, well, I'm either going to go for 1 star up high and do a scout attack for you, and for loot, but it's helping the clan because you're doing a scout attack. And, or I'll just go for something in the middle because I got boxed out.
So we can't really do that.
Or the guys that come in late, they're doing cleanup. Or guys that didn't, that were attacking, that, I'm going to give this a shot, and maybe it didn't work out. But the fact, I don't care if you don't 3-star, is if you are really trying to.
I think we just got so used to being outmatched every time.
Don't try to be a hero on your first attack. Give me 3 stars.
Even
knock out that small
bottom one is the Town Hall 7. Maybe this one is a little bit more evenly matched, and maybe we're kind of getting there, but we can't really afford to do that. Where we have to make every attack count.
We were a little, I guess, outmatched only a little bit. Same number of Town Hall 10s. They had more Town Hall 8s by 3, and then same number of same number of Town Hall 10s. They had more Town Hall 9s, and then about the same number of 8s and 7s. 8s and 7s at the bottom are just drag raging. Here's the thing. If you don't have max loons, don't do a loon attack. Or do your level 1 dragons are way better than your level 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 loons. It's just not going to work. They're not going to last, and they don't do enough damage. It's just not.
This should maybe boost those up a little bit. The loons for because once you hit the max, then it's
they're tits.
Yeah,
I mean they are tits. That's the thing.
And then after that,
I make loons all war for clan castles because people bring them in with their go wipes. They'll bring them in with their dragons or their Loonians or whatever attack they want. Usually it's 5 or above. If you only have 4 spots, you might be bringing a dragon, or you might even be bringing like a kind of a Valk Witch combo in.
You mean in the war CC?
In a war CC. When you're going in for war in your clan castle, when you're going in the offensive war CC. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Defensive war CC. We do this. Town Hall 7 and below get a Valk and archers. Town Hall 9 and above get a Valk, a Witch, Wiz, archers combos. We try to make sure there's more troops than not. But Valks, we started using them because they're fucking tits. But Town Hall 8s get an even number of Wiz and Arch, either 4 and 4 or 5 and 5. So there's just more dudes,
right?
Because that's harder at Town Hall 8. But up high, you want the high shit because they're hidden. You want high level guys that are they're not gonna get drawn out when you're at Town Hall 9 and 10. It's real hard to get it. You want them on the field. And then down low, you have a Valk pop out. Your number 35 guy is Town Hall 7, and this other Town Hall 7 is coming in attack. That Valk is alive at the end of that battle. He's just slaying shit the whole time.
Because you can only bring in so many archers, and
I got a bunch of giants. There's a Valk. And that Valk's just walking behind those giants. Hey, big dude, slice. Hey, all you guys, just stand right around me. Hit y'all at once. Waka, waka, waka.
You're Achilles' heel.
So Valks have been it used to be just witches and wizards, but now it's the Valks and the witches. And Valks are low, witches up top. And I'll soon have max Valks. I might start using those to raid.
Okay, a couple shout outs. Let me just see here. Crook emailed in and was talking about defensive buildings and placement.
Right.
Let's see here. He's looking for house and no. It's an email conversation. So, could you guys talk a little bit more about current defense strategies, like the actual placement of buildings and why?
I don't have much to say about it other than remember that the storages are, and is this in war or raid?
Doesn't say.
In war, I had one of our guys, Terrible, came in, and he's been around before, and he didn't come around in enough time to change his war map, but he had his war map set up where he had like his town hall and all of his storage is in the center square. And you're like, that's crap, dude. You need to bring some, the storages, you don't have to protect remember in war, you don't have to protect your storage or your pumps and mines. Use them as, storages have a lot of hit points, so use them as bottlenecks. Put them right in front of, so something like the dragon comes in, put a storage right in front of that air defense so that air defense is just plugging away.
Because the dragons get hooked on the storages. The clan castle.
Oh, that's a bitch. That clan castle, those tall ones, those bigger ones, they just take forever to burn out. So, and you're like, oh no, I'm stuck over there. Like, this is going to take fucking a long time. Or your queen's hitting it, and she turns the wrong way. Instead of hitting the cannon that's blasting her, she turns to the clan castle, and you're like, oh, she's dead.
There forever.
She's dead. Like,
so I guess when you're talking about defensive placement, it's more about what's going to be more hit points. Inferno towers, if you're at that level, have huge hit points. But it's the things that are going to do the most damage while something else is distracted.
In my impenetrable base on the inside, I have my archers and infernos. They're protecting my dark elixir, and I have my clan castle in there because generally in my clan castle is always full. Okay. So it's in the middle, so you have to go in and then they pop out and whatever it is, free XP dump might be 35 archers, who knows?
Free dump.
But they're there as a pretty, if you're in a clan that doesn't, or, you're a medium player, you don't have, clan castle is not that important to have in the middle for your regular raiding base.
Especially
if you have your town hall outside.
Okay.
If you have your town hall outside, and you're just like, whatever. It's
if you're getting raided by that's a good point. If you're getting raided by dragons or whatever, the town hall is going to do more damage. You should always put it where it's going to do the most damage. But then also
it soaks up. But as a building, it soaks up a lot of hit points.
So if you're in a war, like town hall placement where you're getting hit, so probably town hall 7s, town hall 8s with dragon attacks is really important. 6s.
Yeah, and it's hard at that low level to put a town hall where you can't draw it out.
Right.
So it's almost like don't waste that space for a defense that you want up inside. Put the town hall a little away from the center and keep your best shit in the middle,
Right.
You know what I mean?
But also where you want the dragons to get hooked on. Or where you'd want.
That's another thing is that
if I'm going to get, I know I'm probably going to get attacked from this way. So if I'm going to get attacked from this way, I'll put the clan castle here because it will make the defenses that are firing at it from this direction.
Yeah. And another thing here, offensive and defensive, clan castle troops come out and this is what we do a lot. We use clan castle troops in dragon attacks, air attacks, to draw the dragons into the middle. You want to go. Okay, I'm going to go from the other side of the clan, from the other side of the base where the clan castle is, because once they come out, my dragons are going to kill whatever they were killing, and then turn and run into the middle and kill that.
They will draw. They'll draw everything, but they won't draw golems. They won't draw giants. They won't draw
things that go after defenses. They'll draw things that go after whatever. Right.
So if it's your king or your queen, wherever you want to send them in, or wherever you don't want somebody to send them in, it's a deterrent. So I hope that kind of answers the question. Scaby sent in a picture with Xmas tree with 4 presents because they weren't giving out presents for a while. I had picked one, and now ever since then...
Oh, let's talk about that for a second. I chopped down some trees. I chopped down some Christmas trees because I was like, oh, you know what? I accidentally clicked on the present. I only had one present. It was right when it started. I'm like, I'm going to chop it down.
You didn't even wait for New Year's to take down your trees? How many did you get?
No, no. Boneyard has 1 tree right now. So Boneyard got a total of 4 trees. I've chopped 3 of them down. Because, fuck it. 5,000 elixir. And then, actually, what happened was I had it on Kneel Before Zod as my main account, and then I got a tree in the middle because it had an open spot instead of my base. So I was like, oh, I got to switch back. I have to chop this tree down because there's an obstacle. I'm like, okay, well, that sucks. So I chopped it down. Player one, I left all the trees and I collected stuff. Lady Boneyard ended up with 3 trees and like 25 presents on Christmas, on the day after Christmas.
Okay.
Because she was like, should I take these? I'm like, you should probably take a couple presents so that there's room for more presents. Because she's like filling up that whole area.
She got spoiled.
Yeah, she got it. Well, when I announced that, way early when we first had trees, I was like, Lady Boneyard already has 6 presents under her trees. And they're like, what did you get her? And I'm like, no, in the game. She had plenty of presents under the tree here, but not that many.
Okay. So this is from Papa Smurf 83, Zombie 13. Hey guys, love the show. I was just raiding and saw something odd I wanted to ask you guys about. It was a TH6 base with almost max pumps and mines, but almost nothing else. Literally, some level 1 walls, a few defenses, but tons of loot. Was this made as part of a hack? And then...
What?
Here's the picture of the base. In the base...
No, that's just some idiot.
No, that's impossible. They have maxed out pumps. It looks like level 11 pumps.
Okay, maybe you can get to a level. Let me see it.
It's a TH7.
Those aren't maxed out pumps.
Close.
No, they're not. They are not even maxed out mines.
They're like 1 away.
Maybe. No, they're 2 away down.
Yeah, they're 2 away.
So maybe that can be.
But at a TH7?
You can get the pumps and mimes up all the way up real fast.
Okay, so they must have changed that.
I had my pumps and mimes maxed out at Town Hall level 7.
And a big shout out to Natalie, again, because she did the anti-push, I think, after hearing the last episode, and got down to 80 or 90, I think.
Somebody tweeted a picture of somebody was at 0. And I'm like, I don't know how they fucking did that. But somebody got it to 0. 80 or 90 ain't 74 like I did, or whatever it was, 72. What did I get to?
70, I think. And that was your challenge, was to go
Was
my
get down
push.
bad, yeah.
Yours was the anti.
Yeah.
All right, so what are you... Okay, well, speaking of Christmas presents, do you want to talk about the Christmas
Oh,
present?
yeah, I wanted to talk about the story about my crossbow pistol. I got a crossbow pistol from Lady Boneyard for Christmas. For Christmas, she said, what do you want? I said, I don't know. What do you want? What do you want? And I said, you know what I want? I want something that's totally not practical at all. I want toys. I want something
that's how I feel.
That's what I wanted. I was like, I want some toys. And so she ordered some stuff off the interwebs. And she's like, if something from Amazon shows up, you are not allowed to open it. I'm like, okay. But I did look at the label where it was from. And there was something that was like custom collectors. And I was like, ooh. And then another box from like Martial Arts Land. I'm like, what could that be? Turns out Martial Arts Land was extra bolts. For the other package was a fucking crossbow pistol. It's got like about 80 pounds of test. Like I could put a bolt in your eye and it would come out of the back of your skull. It's fucking awesome.
Yes, I shot it.
Yeah, yes, Scotty shot it earlier.
I saw it. I got here.
I was in the pisser and he's like, did you get a crossbow? I'm like, I did. Oh my God.
Why don't I get things like that for Christmas?
I was wearing my Boba Fett bathrobe. I immediately took it outside and I was patrolling the yard and protecting the neighborhood.
In the snow,
freezing cold, and shooting the fence.
Wearing his Boba Fett bathrobe.
She's looking at me out the window, and I'm strolling around like James Bond with a cig in my mouth, like I'm gonna kill some shit. I murdered a cardboard box. It was crazy. It was one cardboard box inside the other, and it was pretty thicker than regular cardboard. They were Pamper boxes or something. I shot it, and it went through 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 layers of cardboard because it was the two.
All I can think of right now is the Christmas story. You'll shoot your eye out, kid.
Well, it popped out the back. The only reason it didn't go through all 6 pieces is because at the very end it was the feather on it, which is hard plastic. It's not really a feather, but the back end of it was didn't make it all the way through, but the whole bolt was hanging out. So here's my story. This is 100% true. That was Christmas was Thursday. This was Saturday morning. I woke up. I didn't have to work. Lady Boneyard had to work. I didn't. I let the dogs out. Red wouldn't come back in. He was out on the deck barking at a chipmunk in the yard. And I said, well, I'm going to kill that. So I went and got my crossbow. And I have 51 bolts. 3 of them that came with the crossbow, and then 4 packs of 12 that she got me. That was the other thing, right? So I'm like, okay. Took the 3 that were open. Took it out on the deck. Dunk, shot at that chipmunk who was just dicking around in the yard like an asshole. And I was about a foot away. I'm like, ooh, I almost got him. Loaded it up, aiming it, dunk, and maybe 6 inches from him. And he didn't even move. Like the thing hit the snow. And he's just like, well, I'm just walking around looking for some nuts. I don't know. I'm a stupid chipmunk. Third one, loaded it up, cracked that thing, because you crack it in half, and you instead of like you don't pull it back to cock it, you bend the whole thing at the hinges at the bottom of the grip. It's dope. Anyway, third shot, I lined that fucker up, and I missed him by like an inch, and the chipmunk jumped straight up in the air, and I went, oh, I almost killed that chipmunk. I felt bad. Like, I was like, oh no. I'm like, you know what? I am not shooting at living things anymore, because I was like, first shot, oh, I almost got him. Second shot, oh, he's dead. Third shot, oh no, I almost killed him.
But it's not a video game.
I'm like, oh, I almost killed that little chipmunk, because he's this little guy. I put a bolt through him. He's not going to die. I mean,
I was really kind of afraid how that story was going to end.
Yeah, well, it could, yeah. Like, how cruel is that? Like, I just about murdered this chipmunk. He just sounded another. Now, this is where the story gets crazy, and this is 100% true. I come back inside, get my jacket, I go out to find those bolts because they're in the yard, and if I don't get them, I'm going to fucking mow over them and kill my foot or something. And of course, I shot them at an angle at the ground, so they went in the snow and then went through the snow, at an angle down the yard. And so I had to go out and dig a track. I found one, and that chipmunk is still over there, dicking around. And I said, "Hey," and I'm like, "Oh, little guy," and I just was standing there smoking a cig. And I walk over, and I'm looking for the hole for where the dart went in the snow. And he runs over, and he looks up at me, and he's running. He's like, and I just stop moving. He's a little closer, and he's looking up. He comes over, and he sits on my shoe. No shit. The little chipmunk I'm like, "Oh, I'm glad I didn't just kill you, little dude." And he's like, "Yeah, me too. Thanks, buddy." And he just, and he left. I'm like, "I gotta go inside." And I went inside and got some pistachios and threw them out in the yard for him. But yeah, I almost murdered this thing and felt bad for it. And then I went outside and he came up and was like, "Hey, dude."
It's a Christmas miracle.
Well, I don't know if maybe the neighbors feed him. It was either a very tame chipmunk.
You almost...
No, he didn't just come over to me. He came over and sat on my came over to my shoe and then got up on it and sat on it.
Let that be a lesson to everybody
Where's
out there.
my pistachio nuts? Where am I? What? And so now the crossbow is for target practice and intruders only.
And shooting the fence.
And the fence. I'm going to murder my fence. And Lady Boneyard won't be happy about that either because it goes in the full head of the dart, and you have to wiggle it out. It's a bolt. It's about a 6-inch
Especially
bolt.
when there's no fence left.
Well, yeah.
Okay, so what are your Clash New Year's resolutions?
Oh, I don't know. In a year from now,
Yeah, where would
champion.
you're going to go for
3. Crystal 1. No, champion. I mean, I have to go by the end of the year.
So will you?
I need those gems. I want those gems.
Will you join the next Clash Clans podcast push?
Probably not. Boneyard is the leader of Zod, and that's where he stays.
Okay, so you only push by yourself.
I'll push along with you guys, maybe at the same time, and then maybe swap over to help your numbers.
I don't know if that'll actually help.
Well, by that time,
Maybe.
who knows? But you know what I mean? Yeah, no. Boneyard,
I just remember last time you saying, I've only seen Crystal one time.
Boneyard sits in Zod. That's his job. He's more about... Because my defenses aren't that great. I don't have great walls. I don't think I could last up there. I would get taken out.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have to take a whole new base. My push base, it'd have to be different.
to do work.
I would have to really try. That'd be tough. So it would be... Boneyard, if he's got maxed out troops and he works for his clan, he doesn't... player 1, I could push... Player 1's almost... several times I'm like, am I close? And I'm like... Player 1 has passed Boneyard in trophies more than once.
Really?
Oh yeah, because with Player 1 I'm raiding, and I'm trying, and I'm moving up because I'm making kills, and and now with both of them when I'm searching, I do hit outside town halls. I do snipe when I see it, just because
of the bonus. The bonus by itself of how many troops you're going to get,
and I'll drop a few troops, and then I can research immediately.
Yeah,
and go, okay, well, there's that tunnel. There's a couple of trophies. I'll keep going.
I got to keep an eye on the warrior because there's only a few left. So I don't know if I hope I credited.
I missed the fucking end of the war. I can't believe it. Did I say that already? I probably did, right?
Yeah.
You talked about that already? Yeah.
So I got to give credit. Snowtop brought up that war strategy. It's working. Snowtop is one of the new co-leaders in the clan. Him, Bazinga, some of the biggest donators. T-Skits, Matt, War Masters, Bazinga.
Yeah.
I mean, all the top guys in the clan. Corey just comes in and does some good work too. And going to have him back for a special episode because it had been a year now since I interviewed him last. So we are getting down to the last 2 hours and 23 minutes of the war. I'm kind of looking at taking my air hog people in, and our top guys have really gone. So I think we can safely just clean up and not have to go for the 2. So
Go for the 1 extra.
Yeah. So anything else you want to get to on this episode?
I almost killed a chipmunk and had a little moment with nature, and we talked about the strategy, New Year's resolutions, and the
contest. So
contest.
get
So that's
your
about it.
troop ideas in because I really want to hear. Because
I do like to hear.
We go on about it all the time.
Yeah.
And of course,
We already got Mr. T. How about face?
we have to actually
He
get one
woos
right.
the ladies.
Huh?
He woos the ladies.
And then maybe the next contest, since there's new troops and everything, who would star in the... We could actually do 2 contests at the same time.
No, we're not doing that. That's too much to deal with.
Who would
Fans in the stands, what's your new troop idea?
The next contest will be the cast of characters of the
We already
troops.
did that.
Yeah, no, but we didn't do it a
Yeah,
contest. We didn't do it as a contest.
Oh.
So you could also send those in as part of the next contest, which we'll do next month. So Boneyard's going to be champion a year from now.
I want to be an internet superstar but a year from now. We'll be making money on this website. We'll have all kinds of extravaganza stuff.
Yeah, that'll be
It'll
fun.
be crazy. People want my picture.
Well, if you want...
I'll be walking around by this time I'll be walking around in a brown paper
You don't
bag
even
on
give
my
out
head.
your picture.
I'll be a brown paper bag on my head that says, I'm not famous.
Yeah.
I've got a full Gyllenhaal. No, what's his name?
Gyllenhaal. LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf. Yeah, fucking jerk off. He was good in holes. That's about it.
So,
He was like 12.
get your...
You know what I'm talking about? You remember that movie?
I never
Holes?
watch it.
It was a young adult. It was a young adult
Fantasy.
title. No, it was a. He goes to a. He gets caught for stealing some shoes that he didn't actually do this crime, and he had to go to a boys.
Well, don't tell me I haven't seen it. Don't spoil it for me.
I won't. This is not a spoiler. This is a trailer.
Oh, okay.
He goes to a boys' detention camp in the desert and has to dig holes, and
Finds
trouble ensues. Right.
All right. Well,
No, because digging holes it builds character.
we'll get your submissions in because I want to hear about them. ClashClansPodcast at gmail.com put in the subject line troop idea. We'll do the top 3, and then if you have
No. Prizes for the top 3.
yeah, prize for the top 3. We'll read the submissions.
Probably we'll read all of them.
Yeah.
Because there aren't going to be there are going to be hundreds of them. And if there are, then we might have to do a double episode. Well, probably one whole episode on just fun troop
Okay.
ideas, and me and you, we won't discuss it beforehand. If there's less than enough to talk about,
Yeah, I'll just read them.
It'll be all
We'll read 'em
fresh
live.
on live, yeah.
Okay.
It's not like a plan.
So get a hold of us, ClashClansPodcast at gmail.com, at WBSMT Radio on Twitter.
And give me a call at 42427-CLASH.
And we'll get to your
Okay.
voicemails next time. I was going to do that tonight, but Boneyard doesn't have his headphones in, so we couldn't actually listen to him. So we'll do that next time.
Okay.
But also follow at True Son Boaz. I just read on the email that there's a really good episode coming up, a good interview. So I'm excited to hear it. But
Do that, too.
keep it clashy.
And peace out.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, do that, too. Happy New Year.
Skilly beep 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 skilly beep.